Hey, beautiful Taurus souls. Come sit with me for a moment because what I'm about to share with you today is going to give you some serious clarity about what's coming up in your path. I've been feeling this really intense energy around the earth signs lately, and specifically for you, Taurus, there's this massive shift approaching that's going to require you to make a decision that honestly might feel a bit scary at first, but is absolutely going to transform your entire trajectory. So, I'm shuffling my cards right now, and I can already feel this energy that's like, wow, okay, the universe really wants to communicate with you today. Let me just ground myself for a second because this reading feels like it's going to be one of those deep ones where we really get to the heart of what's happening in your life and what's about to unfold. The first card that's literally jumping out of my deck right now is the Four of Swords. And you know what? This is so perfect for where you are right now, Taurus. I know everyone always talks about Taurus being stubborn and slow-moving, but what I'm seeing here is that you've actually been in this period of really necessary rest and contemplation. The Four of Swords is telling me that you've been gathering your strength, maybe even feeling a bit stuck or like you're in limbo, but this isn't laziness or procrastination like some people might think. This is you being incredibly smart and intuitive about timing. The figure in this card is lying down, but they're not asleep. They're in meditation, they're processing, they're allowing their mind to become crystal clear about what needs to happen next. And I'm getting this strong message that this period of seeming inactivity has actually been the most productive time for your soul. You've been downloading information, you've been letting your subconscious work through all the complexities of your current situation, and now you're almost ready to emerge with this incredible clarity about the decision that's been brewing beneath the surface. What's really interesting about this Four of Swords showing up first is that it's preparing you for action. It's like you've been the archer pulling back the bowstring, and the further back you pull, the more powerful the shot is going to be when you finally release. So all of this time where maybe you felt uncertain or like you're not moving fast enough, that's actually been you gathering the energetic momentum for this major decision that's coming. I'm also seeing that this rest period has been protecting you from making premature choices. Because Taurus, you know how sometimes when you're under pressure, you can either dig your heels in completely, or you can make really impulsive decisions that you regret later. The Four of Swords has been giving you this sacred pause where you can actually feel into what's truly aligned with your deepest values and your long-term vision for your life. The second card I'm drawing is the Eight of Wands. And oh my goodness, talk about a complete energy shift. After this period of contemplation and inner preparation, things are about to start moving fast. The Eight of Wands is pure momentum energy. Its messages flying through the air. Its opportunities arriving at lightning speed. It's the universe basically saying, okay, you've done your inner work. Now here comes the external activation of everything you've been preparing for. What I love about this combination is that it's showing me you're not going to be caught off guard by the speed at which things start moving. Because you've done that Four of Swords work, when the Eight of Wands energy hits, you're going to be ready. You're going to have the clarity and the groundedness to navigate whatever comes up with confidence. The Eight of Wands often represents communication, and I'm getting this really strong sense that the decision you're going to need to make is going to involve some kind of communication or message that comes to you suddenly. Maybe it's a job offer, maybe it's someone reaching out with an opportunity, maybe it's information that suddenly makes everything click into place. But whatever form this Eight of Wands energy takes, it's going to feel like the universe is saying, okay, time to move, time to choose, time to step into this new chapter. I'm also seeing that this rapid movement is going to feel both exciting and slightly overwhelming at the same time. Because you've been in this more steady, contemplative energy, when things start accelerating, part of you might want to pump the brakes. But the cards are showing me that this momentum is actually exactly what you need to break through whatever has been keeping you in that holding pattern. Now, the third card I'm pulling is really interesting, and I have to say, it surprised me a bit. I'm getting the Queen of Cups, and this is where your reading gets really beautiful and complex. After this period of mental clarity and rapid external movement, the decision you're facing is ultimately going to come from your heart and your intuition, not from logic alone. The Queen of Cups is emotionally mature, she's deeply intuitive, and she makes decisions from a place of emotional intelligence and compassion, both for herself and others. What this is telling me is that while the Eight of Wands might bring you information or opportunities quickly, the actual decision you make needs to come from this deeper, more feeling-based place. This Queen of Cups energy is also showing me that part of what makes this decision so significant is that it's not just about you. Your choice is going to have ripple effects on the people you care about, and you're very aware of this responsibility. But here's the thing. The Queen of Cups knows how to honor both her own needs and the needs of others without sacrificing either. She's mastered the art of compassionate decision-making. I'm getting this really strong message that you might be dealing with a situation where your logical mind is telling you one thing, maybe even what other people are advising you to do, but your heart and intuition are pointing you in a different direction. The Queen of Cups is encouraging you to trust that deeper knowing, even if it doesn't make complete sense to others or even to your rational mind at first. What's also coming through with this Queen of Cups energy is that this decision is going to require you to really step into your emotional power and maturity. Maybe you've been in situations before where you've made choices to keep the peace or to make other people comfortable, but this time you're being called to make the choice that truly honors your authentic self and your deepest values, even if it rocks the boat a little bit. The fourth card that's coming forward is the Three of Pentacles, and this is adding such an important dimension to your reading. The decision you're going to make isn't happening in isolation, it's going to involve collaboration and teamwork. The Three of Pentacles is about bringing your skills and talents together with others to create something meaningful and lasting. What I'm seeing here is that the bold decision that's approaching might actually be about stepping more fully into your role as a creator and collaborator. Maybe you've been playing small or keeping your talents to yourself, but this decision is going to require you to put yourself out there in a more visible way, to work with others, to contribute your unique gifts to a larger vision. The Three of Pentacles is also about recognition and mastery. I'm getting this sense that part of what makes this decision feel so significant is that it's acknowledging a level of skill and competence that you've developed. Maybe you've been underestimating your own abilities, but this opportunity that's coming is going to require you to really own your expertise and step into a position where others are looking to you for guidance and contribution. This card is also showing me that the decision involves some kind of building or creating process. It might be building a business, building a relationship, building a new life structure. But whatever it is, it's something that's going to have real-world, tangible results. This isn't just an internal shift. This is about manifesting something concrete in your external reality. What's really beautiful about the Three of Pentacles showing up here is that it's confirming that this bold decision you're going to make is aligned with your natural Taurus gifts. You excel at creating things that last, at building solid foundations, at working steadily toward long-term goals. This decision is going to allow you to use these strengths in a bigger way than you have before. The fifth card I'm drawing is the Knight of Swords. And wow, this is such an interesting addition to your reading. After all this talk about steady Taurus energy and careful decision-making, the Knight of Swords is bringing in this element of decisive action and mental clarity that cuts through any remaining confusion or hesitation. The Knight of Swords doesn't overthink things. He sees what needs to be done, and he does it. He's intellectually sharp, he's direct in his communication, and he moves forward with confidence once he's made up his mind. What this is telling me is that when the time comes to make this decision, you're not going to agonize over it endlessly like you might expect. Something is going to click into place, and you're going to know, with absolute certainty, what you need to do. This Knight of Swords energy is also showing me that part of what makes this decision bold is that it's going to require you to speak your truth in a way that might feel a bit uncomfortable at first. Maybe you're going to have some difficult conversations. Maybe you're going to have to set boundaries that you've never set before. Maybe you're going to have to advocate for yourself in a way that feels foreign, but absolutely necessary. What I love about this Knight of Swords showing up in your reading is that it's giving you permission to be more direct and assertive than you usually are. Sometimes, as a Taurus, you can get caught in this pattern of trying to avoid conflict or trying to make everyone happy. But this Knight of Swords energy is saying that there are times when clarity and directness are the most compassionate approaches, both for yourself and for others. I'm also seeing that this Knight of Swords energy is going to help you cut through any external noise or opinions that might try to influence your decision. He's very good at focusing on what's essential and ignoring distractions. And that's exactly the energy you're going to need when this decision point arrives. Now, the sixth card I'm pulling is absolutely perfect for where this reading has been leading us. I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles, and this is showing me the beautiful outcome of making this bold decision from a place of authenticity and courage. The Nine of Pentacles represents independence, self-sufficiency, and the satisfaction that comes from creating something meaningful through your own efforts. This card is showing me that the decision you're going to make is ultimately about claiming your independence and stepping into a level of self-sufficiency that maybe you haven't experienced before. It might mean leaving a situation where you've been too dependent on others, or it might mean finally investing in yourself and your dreams in a way that felt too risky before. The figure in the Nine of Pentacles is surrounded by abundance that she has created through her own work and wisdom. She's not waiting for someone else to give her permission or to provide for her. She's created her own beautiful, abundant life. And that's exactly what this decision is going to enable for you, Taurus. What's really beautiful about this Nine of Pentacles energy is that it's showing me this decision isn't just going to change your external circumstances, it's going to change how you see yourself. You're going to step into a much more empowered version of yourself. Someone who trusts their own judgment, who values their own contributions, and who isn't afraid to create the life they truly want. I'm also getting this message with the Nine of Pentacles, that part of what makes this decision bold is that it's choosing quality over quantity, depth over breadth, authenticity over external approval. This card often appears when someone is ready to stop settling for less than they deserve and start creating something that truly reflects their values and vision. The seventh and final card I'm drawing for you today is the Two of Cups, and this is adding such a beautiful layer of meaning to everything we've explored. After all this inner work, rapid movement, emotional intelligence, collaboration, decisive action, and stepping into your independence, the Two of Cups is showing me that this decision is ultimately going to lead to a deeper, more authentic connection, either with another person or with a part of yourself. The Two of Cups represents partnership, but not just any partnership. It represents the kind of partnership that's based on mutual respect, genuine understanding, and shared values. What this is telling me is that the bold decision you're going to make is going to align you with people and situations that truly see and appreciate who you are. If this decision involves a relationship, the Two of Cups is showing me that it's going to be the kind of relationship where you don't have to pretend to be someone you're not, or compromise your core values to make it work. If this decision is about work or creative projects, it's showing me that you're going to find your people, the ones who get what you're trying to create and want to support it. What's really moving about this Two of Cups showing up at the end of your reading is that it's confirming that choosing authenticity and courage doesn't lead to isolation like you might fear. It actually leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. When you're brave enough to be yourself and make decisions that truly align with your values, you attract people and opportunities that resonate with that authenticity. I'm also getting this message that the Two of Cups represents a kind of inner partnership as well. Maybe you've been at war with yourself in some way. Maybe part of you wants one thing while another part wants something completely different. This decision is going to help you integrate these different aspects of yourself in a way that feels harmonious and whole. So let me pull all of this together for you, beautiful Taurus. What I'm seeing in your cards is this incredible journey from contemplation to action to authentic connection. You've been in this Four of Swords preparation period, gathering your strength and clarity. The Eight of Wands is bringing rapid movement and communication that's going to present you with this decision opportunity. The Queen of Cups is reminding you to make this decision from your emotional intelligence and intuition, not just logic. The Three of Pentacles is showing you that this decision involves collaboration and stepping more fully into your creative power. The Knight of Swords is giving you the mental clarity and courage to act decisively when the time comes. The Nine of Pentacles is promising that this bold choice leads to independence and self-created abundance. And the Two of Cups is showing you that authenticity ultimately leads to deeper, more meaningful connections. The decision that's coming is going to feel bold because it's asking you to trust yourself in a bigger way than you have before. It's asking you to value your own judgment, to honor your intuition even when others might not understand, and to step into a more empowered version of yourself. What makes this decision transformative isn't just the external changes it's going to create, it's the internal shift that's going to happen when you choose courage over comfort, authenticity over approval, and your own truth over external expectations. The cards are showing me that you're absolutely ready for this, even if part of you feels nervous about it. All of that Four of Swords preparation time has been building toward this moment. You have the emotional intelligence of the Queen of Cups, the collaborative skills of the Three of Pentacles, the mental clarity of the Knight of Swords, and the self-reliance of the Nine of Pentacles. This decision is going to activate all of these qualities in the most beautiful way. I keep getting this message that the decision might feel bold to you, but from the universe's perspective, it's actually the most natural next step in your evolution. You've outgrown your current situation, and staying where you are would actually be going against your soul's growth pattern. Trust yourself, beautiful Taurus. Trust that inner knowing that's been getting stronger during this preparation period. Trust that you have everything you need to navigate whatever comes up, and trust that choosing authenticity and courage always leads to more love, more abundance, and more meaningful connections than you could have imagined. The cards are basically giving you a cosmic green light here. They're saying, yes, this is your time. Yes, you're ready. And yes, this decision is going to change everything in the most beautiful way possible. Take some time with this reading, let it settle into your energy, and pay attention to what comes up for you in the next few weeks. The Eight of Wands energy suggests things are going to start moving quickly, so stay open and trust yourself to know the right choice when it presents itself. You've got this, Taurus. Your future self is going to thank you for having the courage to make this bold decision that changes everything.